Now I'm just creating one more such box. So for create, you can direct. Okay. And if you want some more text to be added, just place Control V. Just I'm writing auxiliary packages. Okay. To drag it and place it here. Okay. Now you can, if you want to connect some lines, there is a tool. This is somewhat similar to the paint tool. Line, the line with the arrow. You can select the type of arrow. So it is a filled arrow. So I'm using a filled arrow. You just click the place where it has to drag it. Okay, we can exactly precisely place according to the according to this, right? This is one way, one arrow here, and again another. You choose a line and an arrow. Say I'm selecting an arrow. I'm dragging the same thing over here. Okay, if you want a finer adjustment, you can scale the image. So you make it 200%. You can see. So there is something which need to be adjusted. So there is a gap here. So that can be. You can place it like precisely like this, and you can precisely connect. So if you increase the size more, you will get more precision diagram like this. Okay, so it is, and again you change it to the normal size, that is 100. So this is a thing. So you want, so this is a diagram with this with just let us assume that it is named the name of the file name with an extension test.dia is, I'm just putting it in pictures. Okay, right. Now you want this file to be saved in different format. You can use in the file menu, there is a thing called as an export. In the export part, you just click on, you just give a test dot. So you can determine the type of the file which can be exported, right? You can see. So a lot of file extensions, it supports a wide variety of extensions, Cairo PNG, WMF, computer graphics meet, meta file, dia diagram, dia shape, pixbuff, and JPEG, PNG. So what I'm selecting here is PNG anti-aliased. That is a good type of. So you just export it and save it in that particular picture directory. So you will get a. So here it will ask what is the image width and size. Default it will take. If you want the image width and size to be varied, you can increase or decrease, or just whatever the thing, you just export it. So the picture will be there in that particular folder in the .png format. So if you want to include this picture in a LaTeX file, what you have to do, you have to use /begin figure /user graphics this test.png. And if you want 5 or scale is equal to 2, if you want to increase it or decrease it, if you want to fix the size or width or anything of that sort, that also you can do. So this is the way in which you can write diagrams. Similarly, you can write arcs. You can create an image. You can put an image in that file in that thing and export it in a form. Okay, suppose you want an emblem to be added in a particular document. You just store the emblem in an image file, and again use that insert that image, browse that image, and place it in this particular thing. That can be and you save it in a dia file, and you can export to any other format. So this is the way in which you can use an image. And another diagram editor provides a lot of other auxiliary mechanisms. For example, this is a set of symbols for writing the flowcharts, right? So if you want to include a flowchart like thing in your scientific document, that flowchart, all the diagrammatic symbols can be directly taken care of, right? This is the decision symbol in the flowchart. Okay. Similarly, there are other shops. So if you drop down it, you will get, suppose if you want a UML to be used, there are a set of UML diagrams are there, predefined UML diagrams are there. Then assorted means you will get a set of shapes, built-in shapes that is available in this assorted part, and this can be directly used. You can use, so this type of things are more commonly used in writing pictures, right? And similarly, there are other sheets. You can get a lot of these things. Suppose if you are using a circuit like thing, you will get a diode, and all those things can be directly make use of. You can draw this diode. You can use a diode, or if you want some other charts, or want something with an electric flow chart, ladder, lights, logic, map, a lot of built-in shapes. So if you are using a construction field, so civil, you will be getting. So these are the things that are used in mechanical, electrical, plumbing, horizontal rest, and all those things. MEP drawings, these things we can directly. So this diagram editor, so whatever the thing you are creating in a diagram editor, you save that file with an extension .dia, and then export that file to any other format, that is in the JPEG or PNG or other formats. It supports a wide variety of formats. Therefore, this is one of the beauty of this dia tool. And one more advanced topics I want to say about this is, suppose you want to get a high quality diagram to be printed. What you can do is you can export this. So suppose this is the diagram. You can export this into a format which is called as pstrix, LaTeX PGF macros. So this will construct the LaTeX code for this particular diagram. The LaTeX code for this particular diagram is constructed by exporting it from to LaTeX PGF macros. So that is a powerful concept, and you can able to edit or change the font size can be done in the that is a advanced feature of this particular dia editor. This can be used in conjunction with the LaTeX. So if you want a very high quality image to be used in your say, you create a LaTeX code, you draw the diagram, create the LaTeX code corresponding to the diagram, minor level LaTeX code corresponding to the diagram, and modify that requirement to create high quality graphics. So that is one of the best features that is used in many scientific writing arena. So these are the thing. So in LaTeX we will use a particular thing which is called as pstrix. Pstrix is a package that is used which support creating the LaTeX code for the diagram. Okay, pstrix is another important property, and that you can use the pstrix package in the LaTeX for editing those pictures and modifying those pictures in the macro level. So that's all regarding the dia editor. And if you have any queries, you can ask. And after that, let me wind up today's session. You try to do the assignment today and submit the same before 11 o'clock. Those who can't able to submit